specifically, not just your opinion, but your plans, what can school board members do to ensure that more students, including students of color and students from low-income families and communities, have access to vocation-oriented educational programs, vocational ed?
There's only one.
Yeah, that is, fortunately, that is a priority of the board now. It's a priority of the public school system as you look at Harford County Public Schools, as you look at the strategic plans that are put in place. So clearly this is recognized as a priority. It's a matter of how do you get there. And I do think that there are opportunities to, again, connect with businesses in Harford County, to connect with other departments that might be working on particular issues where you could share some of that knowledge. I think there are some hurdles that are put in place where there are professionals out there that are willing to donate their time, but the hurdles that they have to jump through in order to be able to be in a school system to provide these services is basically pushes them away. So I do think there's an opportunity for us to look at those policies and figure out where there might be some changes to make that a little bit easier.
So I would like to see vocational training expanded to more high schools. I don't know what it would do to the budget to try to expand
Ours was in our high school.
I went to a city that there was only one high school and there was a major vocational track. However, the state supported it at the time. That was before we tried to do college readiness for everybody. I don't think that this is a fast process because we are talking about potentially major change to our high schools. I'd definitely like to see us to move in that direction.
A few years ago, the General Assembly put a bill in our Harford County delegation to do a task force on the vocational programs in Harford County, which they did, because the General Assembly wanted to see us build another school, another Harford County vocational school. Unfortunately, the money's not there. There is a waiting list for the one we have, but I know they try to get all the kids into it. But it is a need. Unfortunately, we still have schools that have needs as well. You know, you have William Pega that's crying for help. You have other schools that need help. So we need to keep building our county and try to get as much as we can done for our students. I agree, the vocational program is excellent. And there was a time when Harford VOTEC, as I still call it, you couldn't get children to go there. And now the door is busting because they want to go there. So yeah, we could use another one, but it's just not, there's too many other capital needs in front of it.
Yeah, again, this goes back to my opening remarks, and since Ms. Mader wanted to hear what my specific plan was, I'm going to talk about that. In case you aren't aware, the increased interest and emphasis on vocational education is a national trend. I was in San Antonio at the National School Board Association meeting earlier this year, and it was one of the hot topics. You'll be pleased to know that diversity was the other one.
No problem.
Our new superintendent is interested in this topic, and so is the president of the community college. While I was there, I had an opportunity to tour what was called the Alamo Academy, which was a partnership between San Antonio Public Schools and the community colleges. What happened in San Antonio was a number of employers came into the community, and people in the population did not necessarily have the skill sets. Toyota built a truck plant, and they didn't have anybody that knew how to program or use robots. So they had to create a robotics program, a computer coding, things like that, and basic skills as well. I said at the outset that I was going to be an advocate for more resources and more funding for Harford County Public Schools. And I also said at the outset that it was necessary in order to do that to build a business case. Not just to say that we want more money because we deserve it and our kids want it. They've been hearing that for 25 years and ignoring it for 25 years. What we need to do is explain to the people who actually fund us why putting more money in public education is going to benefit this community.
Amen.
Vocational education, reaching out to potential employers, and building and offering to build skills in our students that will create a workforce that gives people good jobs and good employers is a way to do that. Amazon is in Cecil County, not here.
One of the reasons why I'm running for the Board of Education is to advocate for vocational and technical education programs. There's frankly not enough has been done in this area. Yes, we have Harford Tech, and Harford Tech needs to be strongly supported, but there needs to be vocational and technical education programs in all of our high schools. And I will advocate for that if I get back on the board. And I also want to mention that not every student goes to college. So that's why it's very important to have strong advocacy for vocational and technical education programs. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I'm old enough to remember back when schools actually had VOTEC programs in every high school,
Right.
okay?
I
And
went to
actually,
one.
my husband was a diesel mechanic, and he donated time to Baltimore County Public Schools at Eastern Technical High School, which is now an elite school, and doesn't do that anymore. But the messaging started in the 90s. The kids need to be college and career ready, and what happened was career ready morphed into a college type career, not vocational education. And I think that's part of the problem. We've lost touch with so many of those opportunities. But what Harford County has and what is available statewide is our CTE programs. Those are the career programs that used to exist in every high school and exist in most of our high schools here in Harford County. But what we need to do is take a look at how those are being coordinated and the placement and who is working with them.
Remember the first question that we were asked about the achievement gap? Remember that question? This is how we close that gap.
That's right.
But not everybody's gonna go to college. Not everybody should go to college. But we have been remiss in our effort for decades, thinking that and pushing STEM and STEAM and everything else. So my plan, I know, I'm intimately familiar with this because I'm working with folks from the Harford Community College and others to look at what we can do about developing a center in the southern part of the county. And so, and I do know that the county executive is very interested in this. So the plan is bring the school system, Harford Community College, and the county executive together, because it's going to take all three entities to move this. I mean, we can talk about advocating for stuff, but if you never move, if you never move an issue forward, we're going to be doing the same thing 4 years from now.
What he said. If you think about the #1 employee in Harford County, it's Aberdeen Proving Ground, right? It's where I live, work, and play. I own a business that supports it. I can tell you that the folks that are coming out of Harford County Public Schools are not ready to work there. They don't need degrees, right? If I could hire someone right now, if they're capable of getting a security clearance, which I don't know that we talk to our kids about at all, right? Keep your credit clean, stay out of trouble, those kind of things. That's how you get a security clearance. It's not that hard. They have even some of the technical things they're doing, they're not teaching them the right certifications.
Right.
There's a class you can take today called, if you have Security Plus and Security Clearance, I will hire you today at $40,000 a year. Done. Like, no question. So those are the kind of things we need to be partnering with the community and the people that are hiring in our community to make sure that we're building the right people for the jobs, and that doesn't mean they need to be college educated, not at all. I'm gonna be downplaying college, by the way.
Well, I'm ready to hit the ground running when we get the new superintendent, because one of the reasons that I was very much for the superintendent, because he has experience in this area. I have been talking for some time, meeting with the president of Harford Community College, and she has great ideas about setting up, she calls it a middle school, which these do exist around the country, where you would get a high school diploma and a associate degree when you graduate from high school after 12 years. And this is something that, again, takes the community college the board, and the county executive. The present administration had no interest in that at all.
So echoing what both Al and Jansen have said, if you haven't met the president for the community college, she's lovely.
She's
And
awesome.
She's absolutely lovely. She has big plans. There is no reason why Harford County can't work with them to move forward. What Ms. Karwacki was saying about the CTEs, the career technology education, is also very true. There's no reason why you can't get something out of high school besides a diploma. There is no reason why our kids are not getting more than that. We do need to be putting it back into our schools. So I'm gonna put on my counselor hat a little bit. Bear with me for a second. Those of you that are parents probably read to your child, Everybody Poops. Okay, so it's a book. I swear it is a book. It is, thank you. And I actually have sat there in front of my students as I'm giving my career and college education lessons, because college is not for everyone. And that's a good thing, because everybody poops and we need plumbers.
Exactly.
That's right.
There you go.
There you go. And they get paid.